Welcome back. Today we'll be solving the next question from our SQL 50 lead code, question number 1321, restaurant growth. Okay, so here's the question. We have this table called customers with 4 columns. So we have the customer ID, name, visited on, and then amount. And these are the data types. And in SQL, customer ID visited on is the primary key. So this combination is the primary key for this table. And the table contains data about customers' transactions in a restaurant, okay? Visited on is the date on which the customer with ID, customer ID, has visited the restaurant. Amount is the total paid by the customer. Okay, so these are some of the data points for this table. So you are the restaurant owner and you want to analyze a possible expansion. There will be at least 1 customer per day. Okay, so here's the question. Compute the moving average of how much the customer paid in a 7 days window. That is current day plus 6 days from that day. So that'll be 7 days. So if you consider, for example, Jan 1, then January 1 through January 7 would be 7 days window. And then 2 through 8 would be 7-day window as well. So that's the key here. And then average amount should be rounded to 2 decimal places. So we have to find like the moving average between any 7-day period. Return the result table ordered by visited on in ascending order, okay? And here's an example input and output. So here you have customer ID and the name associated with that customer, the date they visited the restaurant, and the amount they spent. So on each day you can have either 1 customer or multiple customers. So for example, on 1, this is ordered by visited on, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9, 10. But you see, you can have multiple visits on the same day. So on 10, 2 of the customers visited and they spent $130 plus $150, okay? And then on 9, only 1 customer visit for this amount, $110. And here's an example output. So you see it's starting from 7 because 7 is where you have that complete 7-day window. Okay, and here you see that for the output, the first window ends on 7 because that's where the first 7-day window. And so from 1 through 7, you'll have 7 days. So that's your first window. From 2 through 8, you have 7 days. From 3 to 9, you have 7 days. And then from 4 through 10, you have 7 days. So you'll have 4 windows. You can't have a window till 6 because you only have 6 days here. So that's not a 7-day window. Okay, so that's the key. And then you'll sum up the amounts for that period. So this would be, for example, on this 1-7, you'll take all of the amounts from 1 through 7. So all of these amounts from 150 through 110, you'll sum them up. So you'll get 860 and then you'll have the average. So you'll just do 850 divided by 7 and round it to 2 decimal places, okay? So that's the question. So we are going to come back to our SQL Server Management Studio and I have this table already. So let's start writing our query here. So first, I'm just going to leave this select clause here so we can see our result sets side by side. So what I'm going to do is, let me create a common table expression as CTE. Let's just call it daily. So I'm going to do with daily as. And here, I'm just going to select all the visited on. So all the dates. So visited on from our customer table, and I want to see visited on and some amount, and let's just call it daily amount. So this is the daily amount. I'm doing it because you can have multiple visits on the same day. So here I'll look at 110 as the whole thing. Otherwise, when you do 7-day rolling window, you may have inaccurate data. We want to see the sum for each day. So you can also have like multiple days on the first, for example. But here, let's say for 110, this will be considered 1 day. And then sum will be 130 plus 150, so 280. So visited on some amount. So this is the daily amount. And then since I'm using aggregate, I'm just going to group it by visited on. Okay, so let me first just select from this daily table. Let's execute this. So here you'll see you'll have pretty much the same result sets as this. So visited on amount, except for the last one, you'll have the sum because you have multiple visits on that day. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have another common table expression. So I'm going to do comma and let's just call it sub1. as open and close parenthesis, and here I want to select from my first common table expression where I have my visited on and daily amounts. So I'm just gonna select from my daily table. So I want to select my visited on, and now what I want to do is I'm gonna sum the daily amount, and here I'm gonna use a window function. So I'm gonna do sum over, and if you're not familiar with window functions, you can always check out my tutorials on window functions. Or I want to order by visited on, and then I'm gonna define my my window. So I want to do rows between. So I want to do, so rows between is from and your to date. So what is your from date? So you want to go from the current date to 6 days before that. So I want to do 6 preceding and current row. So this is gonna give me, so if you're here on 7, this is gonna give you the 6 preceding and current rows. You'll have 7 in total. So it's gonna give you a running total of the 7th window. It'll be a rolling window. Let's just give it an alias. I want to call it amount here. Okay, let's select from our daily table. So this is your main table, and this is your output from the second query. So what this function is doing now, this rolling window function, what it's doing now is taking the amount at every date, is summing up that amount and the previous 6 amounts. So here, the first one, there was nothing before that, so it just leaves it as is. The second one is gonna do this plus this. Here again, it's just summing up all the previous one because it's doing 6 preceding. This is between 6 preceding, but it's not exactly a 7-day window. Your 7-day window will start from here because here you'll have exactly 7 days. So this will be your first window. So if you look at 7 and if you look at amount, this is actually the sum of all the amounts from 7 through 7/1, and that's an actual 7-day window. On 1/8 it'll be from 1/8 through 1/2. So this window, that'll be your second window on 1/8. So this will be 840, and then similarly here it'll be this 9 through 3. This will be a 7-day window, and then on 10 it'll be 4 through 10. Okay, but you notice here we are actually getting non-7-day windows as well, because on 2 we do not have 7 days before that, so it's not really a true 7-day window. So what I can do for that is I only want to start seeing our data from 7 and onwards. I only want to see these 4 because these actually have 7-day windows, but these do not. You do not have complete 7-day windows from 1 through 6. It's just 6 days. So what I can do for that is I can just add another column here, row number, and I'm gonna say row number over order by visited on, and let's just give it an alias. Let's just call it day num. So now let's execute it again. Now you're gonna see the day num. So this is day number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then here I can just say where our day num is greater than or equal to 7. So now if I execute it, I'm only gonna see dates where there have been a 7-day window. So we can easily accomplish it using the row number. So now we have our sums and we have our row number here. So now I want to do the same thing here, but I want to do an average, a rolling average. So I can just copy it here and I can just do average here, and let's just give it an alias. I am going to call it average amount. Okay, so let's execute it now. So here you're gonna see amount and then average amount. Now we do not want to see this. What all columns do we need from here? We only need the visited on, we need the amount, and we need the average amount. Okay, we do not need the row number in the output. We just want to see these 3 columns. So now you're seeing the 7-day windows and for each one of them you're seeing amount till that day and the average amount. Now average is it's not including decimal, so what we can do for that is we can simply multiply it by, in SQL Server, if we multiply it by 1.00, it's going to force it to be cast as decimal. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Now if I execute it, now we are seeing all the decimals here. And then finally we need to round it to 2 decimal places. So I am going to round this to 2 decimal places. So I'm just going to apply this round function on the whole thing and to 2 decimal places. Okay, so now it's rounding it to 2 decimal places. Okay, so now we have the visited on day where the 7-day rolling window starts. So 7, 8, 9, 10. So these are true 7-day rolling windows. The sum of amount till that day. So for the first one, it'll be sum of the amounts, all of these amounts. So you'll sum them out, you get 860, and then if you divide 860 by 7, you get 122 point something, and we are rounding it to 2 decimal places. Okay, and we need it ordered by visited on. By default it's ascending, so we can leave it as is. Okay, so this is the solution. Let's just copy it here. Okay, so I'm gonna come back to our LeetCode and paste our solution here. So let's just double check our output columns. So here we need visited on, amount, and then average amount. Okay, same column names. And then we need it by ascending, I think. Yes, ascending. Okay, so this should be all. Let's execute it now. Okay, ran successfully. If you found this helpful, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And let me know if you guys have any questions. Thank you for watching.